I've never seen anything like this in my life.
Wow, this is going to be just huge.
There's nothing like it.
I've been using it in my car for 2 years now, and just it's running like new.
People are reacting to this product like I've never seen before.
There's one great thing about this company, Dave. The products sell themselves, but the culture and the people are unbelievable. There's no other opportunity on the book.
And it doesn't hurt to have the best products on the planet, does it?
No.
Good afternoon. How you guys doing? Great. Well, let me just tell you something right now. You are in for a treat this afternoon. I love working around Elton every day because I love his vision. There is so much more behind this company and what's going on than what you're going to see today. We just don't have the time for you to see it, and we don't have the time to explain it all. But there is such a bigger picture as far as where we're going as a company and the growth that you're going to see over the next 5 years. It's going to be absolutely incredible. So with that, I want to introduce you to Mr. Elton Alderman.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for all being here today. And we're here in Southern California at the dramatic, gorgeous Marconi Automotive Museum. And we just want to say thanks to Dick Marconi for allowing us to come in and make this our venue for this film. He said they're such a great guy, and we appreciate all of his whole staff who has done everything for us in order to make this happen. And I also would want to say to the people who see this film, when you come to Southern California, take time to come by and see what we're talking about here at the Marconi Automotive Museum. And they also have a great foundation to support the kids. So it's a wonderful organization. We're happy to be a part of it, and we're happy to be here today with you. And so I wanted to be able to share some things with you that really I think is important for you to understand is that what we're going to show you here today isn't something that we stirred up in the bathtub last night. We've been at this for 30 years. We have really been very, very involved in the world of lubricants and fuels and all the oils and technology that I think that the world really needs. And so originally when we started about 25 years ago, I just want to tell you that we got our first patent in the early 80s, and we had the patent on the world's most extreme pressure lubricant. And so with that, we really built that product mainly for the motorsports world, the racing world. That was our main focus. I used to own the International Hot Rod Association. We put on 80 races a year across the United States. And so that's a great venue when you're going to have those guys that are pros out there. If they would accept your product, then you must have something pretty good running in those 9,000 horsepower top fuel dragsters. And that's really where we came from in order to create the world's best lubricant that we're going to show you and demonstrate for you today. But we were the lubricant of choice for 11 world championships. And so we're very successful out there in the world for over 20 years with that. So when the original patents were over with, then we decided, what are we going to do for an encore? And so then Tim and I worked together to put together a formulation that not only was the next benchmark in performance, we wanted to make it the cleanest and greenest product in the world. And so that's what we're talking about here today, is the XPL Plus technology that we're going to demonstrate. The secret sauce, if you will, the XPL Plus technology is the secret sauce that's in all of our products. And I'll tell you that our parent company is Pro One Incorporated. Pro One is our parent company who owns Xtreme Green. So this is, keep in mind that everything that we show you, we own that and we formulated it, and we've got the #1 testing laboratory on the West Coast. So we see lots of products. And we do business with the major Fortune 500 companies around the world. Our main focus in life with Pro One is the oil and gas industry. We have offices in Houston, Texas, And if you're going to be into all business, as they say, you got to be in Houston. So there we are. We're in Houston. We got a lot of great guys, expensive guys, but great guys who literally can go on those rigs and show them how to run those rigs. So that's really what we do. We provide professional guys with the best product in the world, introducing it to companies like the Shell, the British Petroleum, the Halliburtons, and the Baker Hughes. All of the major Fortune 500 type companies use our product. So like I say, we've been around for a long time, tested and proven. So this isn't something we're saying, gee, we hope the world likes it. We've been at this a long time and we know this product is the best. And that's why we're excited, and we're excited to have you here, and we're excited to be able to show you what this is all about. And so I'm going to do a quick demonstration for you so that you can appreciate what we're talking about. We're going to use this test machine. This test machine is called a cross-axis test machine, extreme pressure, and its sole purpose in life is to test the film strength of lubricants. You get comparable data with this. Anybody can do it, and we'll do comparables today with lubricants that you're familiar with. And so I wanted to give you a little information about the machine so you'll understand what we're going to do. It uses an electric motor, goes through these pulleys and shafts, and it turns this shaft, which has a race on it, which is made by Timken Bearings. They're the largest bearing company in the world. And this is a bearing that is spinning here. This is a race, and it has a Rockwell hardness of a C62. It's very hard. It's just like the camshaft in your car hardness. And so that is what we're going to run here. And then the other thing that we're going to run on this holder is a tapered roller bearing. These are engineered to work together with the race and the roller bearing. We're going to use this bearing. It's a tapered roller bearing. It has a Rockwell hardness of a C58. Slightly softer than this, but that's the way it's engineered. And so this cup will be like the oil pan in your car. It's going to hold whatever lubricant we're going to pour in here. And the things to look for is this torque wrench, and how much pressure can we put on a piece of equipment, with whatever lubricant we're testing here. So you pay attention to how much pressure, how much energy do we use, and you see this is what the machine uses when it's idling. And as I put more pressure, this is going to go across and use more energy. It's kind of like going up a hill with your car. You're going to take more fuel in order to pull the hill. And the other thing that you're going to see is how much damage or what happens in regards to the pressure point-to-point contact that we're going to put against the bearing and the race, only protected by whatever lubricant is in the cup. And so let me show you what we're going to do first here. Is before we get started, we're going to take emery cloth at 120, and we're going to make sure that this is clean and smooth to start with. So just so you know that we're starting out on equal footing here. This is a clean new race, and this is a new bearing, just like I showed you. This is a brand new bearing. We'll put it in the holder, and this bearing will run against that race. And we will, first things first, we're going to use one of the top petroleum products in the industry to test first. This is a petroleum-based product. It's a very good product. And all of the products that we're showing you here today are very good products, but they have their limitation on what they can do when it comes under extreme pressure. Under normal operations, your oil that you normally are used to, they're doing a very good job under normal circumstances. But ours is a totally different technology, and I wanted to first tell you in regards to what is the difference in the technology, that our product is all of these products that I'm showing you here are flowing lubricants. That's what you're used to with all the different types of products. They're flowing lubricants. They have to be pumped in or splashed on the lubricant. And if you lose that oil pressure in your car, of course, you only have just a very short amount of time before that engine would detonate. It wouldn't have proper lubrication. And so the difference in what we've developed, our XPL Plus technology, we converted flowing lubricant to bonding lubricant, totally different than the flowing lubricants that you're used to. We do a different type of a lubrication job. This technology is a bonding lubricant at the molecular level. it will work within your lubricant. We can pour it into your engine and it will go through the engine and it will leave it and it will go to the metal. What we have created is an anti-friction metal treatment. Now that means that we bond to the metal and we protect the metal. When the other products are moving through the engine, they're flowing, and they do about 40% of the cooling, so all the good motor oils are great to have. But what we do is we enhance the performance of all the other lubricants. And so with this XPO Plus technology, we're able to give you better protection, longer life, and overall, using less fuel and less pollutants out the tailpipe. That's really what we're going to do. We're enhancing the performance of the lubricants that you're normally used to. And so this engine treatment here, this is enough that it will treat 1/4 or 6 or V8 engine. This 12 ounces is enough to treat any engine, that a normal size engine. But we're going to show you a number of different tests very quickly. We're going to use one of the top petroleum products. This is good for around 300 degrees. It's a great oil. It's petroleum based. So we're going to use this. This is a brand new bottle that we haven't poured anything out of. So I just wanted to know this is petroleum product. And we'll pour it until the wheel picks it up. As you can see, we have a complete full bath there. So a bath of oil. We have a new bearing to start with. Here's the new bearing, and this is on idle. And so we're going to put this on. We'll try to see. Can you see this okay? Can I get a volunteer? Could you come up maybe and come over on this side here? You can come on there, sir. I've done this before, so I'm going to let you pull it. And I want you to just start putting a little pressure on that handle and seeing what you. All right, back off if you would. All right, now start again. See if you can make it work. Just do it any way you want to see if you can make it work. Is that point-to-point contact? All right, again, we're going to. You can see the gauge is going here. Now watch the smoke. Go ahead and pull it again. And watch the smoke coming off the wheel. You can see that. All right, well that's about as good as they're going to get. Thank you very much. If it stays too long, it'll lock it up because we're putting a tremendous amount of pressure here at point-to-point contact. And so I'm going to run this for 7 seconds, and then you can see. I'm going to see just what the maximum load that we can put on it, so you can look at this. 1,001, 2, 3, one finger, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you see the smoke coming up there? So that's about as good as that's going to get. I'm going to put it up here and see if we can get a shot. Can you get that shot there? Can you see the damage on the bearing there? So that's some pretty gnarly stuff there. If that happens in your engine, that's engine overhaul time. If you're going to get any kind of, that's a catastrophic failure. So you don't want that to happen in your car. When that oil light comes on, if you don't have our product, you better be turning that key off very quickly. So anyway, what I'm going to do, we'll use the same bearing. I'm just going to rotate this to one side and have a clean spot again for the next product. So we've just rotated that to one side and put the damage on the side. So anyway, with that done, now I'm going to take this out very quickly. I'm going to show you why your engine wears out. And you get this every time you change your oil. But now if you can get this, try to come in close on this if you can. These are the wear metals. Can you see that? Those are the wear metals that we just did in 7 seconds. That's what's in your engine oil every time you change your oil. And so that's why an engine wears out. Those particles, those parts per million that you read in an oil analysis is really what makes your engine, the more of these you get in there, the faster you make damage to your engine. So the sooner you change the oil, the better off you are with regular oil. So anyway, we have this one here. I'm going to very quickly take some of the emery cloth here, and we're going to smooth out some of the damage that we did to the race. I'm just smoothing it out. So the next product that we're going to use is the leading synthetic product. This is a great product. If you buy a new Mercedes or a Corvette or a Lexus, probably this